Today, we are going to discuss the Holy Land in Kenya called Bungoma. Bungoma. I think through pure coincidence, there was a plan by the British in the early 20th century to make Uasin Gishu County be the Jewish state of Israel. It means that somebody from Bungoma coming to Nairobi would pass through another country, then come back to Kenya and continue the safari. Just like we have got landlocked countries, Swaziland and others, which are surrounded by South Africa. I think it is by pure coincidence that such a plan was made for it to be near Bungoma. Actually, 1948, when Jews grabbed independence, that is when now they decided to stay in Israel, in Palestine. The country used to be called Palestine, but upon independence, it was called Israel. Back here in Kenya, or here in Bungoma County. Bungoma, I'll start by defining the name Bungoma. There are two versions. Some people say Bungoma comes from the place where they beat drums. And by drums, I mean drums like those of Burundi drums or something, large drums or something. There is that version. But no. Yes, in Luhya, the place where they play drums is called Ebungoma, which is spelled and pronounced exactly like Bungoma. But this town and this county were not named after beating of drums. No. It was named Bungoma because initially, this used to be land of the Bongo Mek. It used to be the land of Bongo Mek, and you can see the name Bongo Mek sounds like Bungoma. So Bongo Mek are the people who used to stay there. And Luhyas called Bongo Meks Abangoma. And just in Bantu, you see in Uganda, there is Buganda Kingdom, and the people are called Baganda. The place is Buganda, the people are Baganda. So the place is Bungoma, and the people are Bangoma. And Bangoma, as I said, these are Bongo Mek. Now, Bongo Mek is a collection of tribes. If you want to call them sub-tribe, you want to call them whatever you want to call. It's just like Luhya and Mijikenda and Kalenjin, but the size is smaller. In Kenya, they occupy parts of Bungoma and the parts of Trans Nzoia and into Uganda around Mount Elgon. So these people have very different names, different sub-tribes. There is Bongo Mek sub-tribe. There is Elkony sub-tribe, which derives the name Elgon. Now, because the British thought that they looked like Maasai, they called the Elkony, they called them Elgon Maasai. They are not related to Maasais, but they are related to Kalenjins. They are related to Nandi, Marakwet, Keio, and so on. But they are not related to Maasai. There is the Bongo Mek, of which Bungoma is named after. There is the Elkony, that Mount Elgon is mentioned after. And the British used to mistake the Elkony with Maasai. So they used to say, these are the Elgon Maasai. That is, and then there is the Sebei. Sebei mostly are found in Uganda, and Sabaot. But I'm told Sabaoth is a collection of names, just like Gema, where Sa stands for Sebei, B for Bongomek, and T for Tachoni. If Abatachoni Huvera Banguma, that is Tachoni, T. Now, when you find a person from Bungoma County, he believes, if you ask him, he'll say that Mount Elgon is Sayoni. Sayoni. So they believe that Mount Zion in the Bible is Mount Elgon. Not even to stop there, that is now when we have started. You see, that was history lesson. Now we have gone to comedy, stroke religion, CRE. We have somebody who came up and said that is God the Almighty. And he even named himself Jehovah Wanyonyi. Jehovah Wanyonyi is as controversial as all because he claimed to be God the Almighty. And he had very many wives. So he was asked by a journalist why we read in the Bible that God has no wife. The only begotten child God has is Jesus Christ. How comes that the Bible tells us that and you have so many wives? He said, no, I will continue marrying. When elder wives reach menopause, I'll marry younger wives until at the last time, one of the girls whom I'm going to marry will give birth to a boy, will give birth to Jesus, and Jesus will be coming for the second coming, and he will come to judge the dead and the living. Because it is written in the Bible that the judgment day Jesus will come. So Jehovah Wanyonyi said that once he gives birth to a boy called to Jesus for the second time, that would be the end of the earth. And then he complained to that journalist a few things. One, he complained that he is always sick and the government does not send doctors and medicine. Now, Jehovah Wanyonyi, calling himself God, and then he goes on to say that he is sick and the government does not provide doctors and medicine. If that is not a joke, I don't know what a joke is. He again complained that there is this 2,000 shillings that is called pesa za wazee. He was complaining that all elders in the area that he lived, or those who were over 70 years old, were being given 2,000 shillings per month. And the government is not giving me the 2,000 shillings per month. So one is left wondering. So the government has to pay God 2,000 per month. Well, he disappeared. He disappeared. Almost nobody knows where he is. But the truth is, he died. He died, and his immediate family didn't want to tell people that Jehovah Wanyonyi has died. They didn't want to tell people that Jehovah Wanyonyi has died, and they didn't want even to show his grave. So he was hidden wherever he was hidden. His prophecy did not come because he was saying that he's going to marry young girls until he gives birth to Jesus, who will come to judge the world. So it never happened in Jehovah Wanyonyi. He also did not know that within Bungoma County, there was Yesu wa Tongaren. Actually, Yesu wa Tongaren from Jehovah Wanyonyi's place, you can ride a bicycle and reach. So as he was looking for Jesus, there was another Jesus in Bungoma who was called Yesu wa Tongaren. Now, Yesu wa Tongaren had a problem during Shakahola. But the biggest problem Yesu wa Tongaren had came during Easter time, when Bukusu said that since we have Jesus here in Tongaren and Easter is coming, then we are going to Tongaren to crucify him. Hey, Jesus of Tongaren rushed to Bungoma police station. Shikeni watu wanataka kunisulubisha. Then the police told him, but you are Jesus. When ni Jesus na Easter imefika, sasa wanataka wakusulubishe. He's still alive. He has gone under. Then within Bungoma again, I can tell you. Within Bungoma again, we have Yohana Mbatizaji. Yohana Mbatizaji has rewritten the Bible. He has rewritten the Bible in a very, wachana na hii vitabu yetu ya from Genesis to from Genesis to Revelation. Wachana na hiyo Genesis, the New Testament, Old Testament, from Genesis to Revelation. He has come up with his own Bible, and he says that that is the best Bible. It is replacing the old Bible. He has several wives, and in the books, you see, we have different books, Mark, Peter, Exodus, whatever, isn't it? But among the books that he has written, there are 3 books which are titled, just like we have Esther in the Bible, isn't it? Now he has 3 books in the new version of the Bible where he says, he has named them after 3 of his wives. Now, I don't know how we have to put that, but he's still alive. Then the jinsis came. Jinsis came, and wonder of all wonders, the same Bungoma has produced a Goliath. It has produced a Goliath. I tell you, hakuna haja ya kwenda Rome or Israel. Just come to Bungoma. You see River Jordan? Yeah. Hapo Kaburengu, as you cross River Nzoia to Webuye Panpepa, you need River Jordan. You're already in Israel. So I wanted also to say that you can see the case of Jinsi Goliath. And I refer you to the song by Jemima Thiong'o, which he said, akisema atakubariki, lazima atakubariki. It is only last year, on such a date like today, that he was just, I think it is Climax Bus. He was employed as somebody who used to offload things from the ground. Now he's a celeb. And that is why Jemima Thiong'o said, if God promises you, just keep quiet, have faith in God. You can see how things have changed to Jinsi Goliath. And I've also told my viewers that on a date like this, last year, I was not where I am. And I did not even think I would be here. Thanks to God Almighty, who sent you viewers to watch my things. My wife now is shocked that the things that I used to admire, we pass somewhere and say, hey, hiyo napenda are the things I'm buying. Just because of God, and God who has used you, the viewers, to bless me. I'm humbled. Now back to Bungoma. In Bungoma, it is also the most Christian county in Kenya. Do you know that up to today, we have had only 3 cardinals in Kenya's history? It is only Cardinal John Njue who is not from Bungoma. The other 2, Cardinal Morris Otunga and then Anyolo, they are all from Bungoma. God bless our holy county of Bungoma.